Hello my crafty friends. Well, today I'd like to show you how to make this really fun and cute card using the Humble Home stamp set, and we're also going to use the punch that goes along with this. So let's go ahead and get started. So move some of this stuff out of the way. All my supplies here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and put together our front section here. We're going to use this glitter paper that is really cool. So this is going to be, as you can tell, a non-traditional colored Christmas card. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of line up my pieces here. We're going to just go ahead and glue them down to start with. So I try to get some of these pieces, my glue will work. There we go. Out of the way here before we start stamping. So I'm just going to line this up right here. One thing I found with this glitter paper is I try to cut it straight, and for some reason it doesn't cut as straight as my other paper does. It's probably just user error, but anyway, we're going to glue these down and then trim off any edges we might need to before we adhere it to our card base. So this is white, and then this is also Pretty Peacock, and then the last piece is Petal Pink. So they come in a pack. Also has lovely lilac in this pack, which didn't really go so well, so we're not using that. And then the white comes from another pack that has Berry Burst and Old Olive. But I wanted to use the Pretty Peacock and the Petal Pink. All right, so we got our Glimmer paper down, and it looks like it's all pretty good. And trim up this edge just a tiny bit here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and what am I going to do next? I'm going to work on the house here. Let's work on the house. So we're going to we just have a scrap piece of paper. Don't know what the dimensions are, but it just needs to be big enough so that when you punch out the house, you have you can punch it out. So it's just white cardstock, and I'm going to go ahead and punch the house out, and then I'm going to stamp it. You can do either one. One way may be easier for you than the other. I found them to both be pretty easy. Let me get my scrap paper here. So we're going to use Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock. So we're going to, Petal Pink is going to be our bricks, and Pretty Peacock's going to be our roof and our doors and windows. So we're just going to ink this up, and then I'm going to line this up like so. Whoops. All right, there we go. And then going to close this for right now. Looks like the sun came out. Okay. So now we have a shadow, but it's all good. We're going to do the Pretty Peacock, do the roof and Pretty Peacock. So these are all different stamps. Let's see if I can get right there. Ta-da. Okay, so I have a little extra white that I don't really want. So what I can do is I can simply get it a little closer to myself, and I can stamp again. And there we go. All right. So now we want to stamp the door and the windows. So the doorknob is usually on this left side here, so we're going to just stamp it down like this. There we go. All right, so I think we're done. We're actually going to stamp our Merry Christmas while we're at it here. I have the Pretty Peacock out, so just put my Merry Christmas, and then this is just a 1/2 inch piece by maybe 3 inches. You don't need the whole thing. As you can see, we're just going to use part of it, so I'm going to stamp close to this end here like so. There we go. And then put this away. So I don't really like this little white stuff here, so I'm going to take my pretty Peacock pen here, marker. I'm just going to color this in real quick like so. So there's always a way to fix your mistakes. So there we go. And that was pretty quick. All right, so now let's see. I'm going to stamp our wreath, which we need our scrap paper back, and we're just going to do it in a basic gray. And then we're going to cut it out, and it's super simple to cut out. So we're going to put that on our little house. We're going to cut that out. I'm actually going to decorate the envelope while we're at it here. So I'm just going to put a little wreath in the bottom. Then we're going to color those in. So let me see if I can fix this sun a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead. All right, so put this away, and we need our pretty Peacock, the light one. I'm gonna use the pen end. See, there's a pen and a brush end. So I'm just gonna color in this wreath real quick. So these Stampin' blends, they work really great. They color in nicely. And then I'll do the envelope real quick here. Now we'll get our dark Petal Pink, and we're going to fill in with the pen end. Again, the pen versus the brush. So we're going to fill in our bow. I'm going to fill in this bow as well. Okay. Then I want to cut out my little wreath. So this goes pretty quick. I'm just going to cut around. You're going to just leave a little bit of white. I'm just kind of cut around it so that we can put it on our house. And it'll be all decorated for Christmas. So just get rid of this big piece here. And just cut around the bow. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue that to the house real quick. Whoops. That ought to do it. Okay. There we go. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to take my big circle here from the Everyday Detail dies. And if you notice, so it's kind of cut off a little bit. So what we want to do is we want to figure out where we want this. And put our house here, kind of where we want it. Like so. And then we want to stamp from our house to yours. We want to stamp it right here. So I'm going to just move this out of the way. And then I'm going to get my stamp that I had out. I didn't have out, so I will get it out. There we go. The block. So just stick it on. All right, so we're going to use Petal Pink for this. I just want to tuck it in here right by the house, like so. All right. Now, get my ink out of the way here. Okay, so now I want to glue this down onto my cardstock here, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. So we only want glue on this side of it. So let's put some glue on here. That's enough. And then we want to put it where we want it. Put our house here back for reference. Alright, so we want to put it right here. So let's give this a little time to dry on this glitter paper, and we'll do a few other things while we're waiting. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just kind of snip off this Merry Christmas. And we're going to make it a little banner. So snip here. And snip here. There we go. And then let's work on the inside while we're allowing this to dry a little bit. I'll set this aside. I don't need this here anymore. So on the inside, what we're going to do is we're going to take this 1 inch by 5 1/4 inch strip of Petal Pink, and we're going to just glue it down on the side here. And then just glue it down, give it a little white space on the end there. Okay, and then this is it's a 1/2 inch by 4, the Pretty Peacock, just regular cardstock. You just kind of want to decorate the inside of the card so it's not so bland. So I'm just gonna kind of layer these like so. This is Pretty Peacock. This is Petal Pink, so it's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. It was scored in the middle at 4 1/4. So I'm just gonna fold this over like so, and then I'm going to put the inside in. So put a little glue here. And I want this on my fold side, so I'm going to put it like that. Okay, so now it's on the side that I want it on. Okay, so now I'm also going to pop this up. So we'll get some dimensionals here. All right, so this is our front. We're going to put it here. So what I want to do is I just want to trim the edge off of this. So just put your scissors right here next to your cardstock, and you're just going to cut this off like so. And give it a little time to dry, because like I said, it takes a little time to dry on the glitter paper. So now let's go ahead and glue this down to the front of our card. So the good thing about using glue is you have a little bit of wiggle room. So you get this all lined up where you want it. We're also going to, I'm just going to tuck this under here like so. So let's put a little glue here. Tuck it under. So put our house right here. There we go. All right, line this up. All right, peel these off. And then pop up our little house, like so. And then for the finishing touch, there are these Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock embellishments. What do they call? They're foiled gems. They make a great doorknob in the Petal Pink. So just get this off here like so. your doorknob. And then I'll just put a couple of these down here. Let's get these straight. Easier said than done, right? There we go. All right. And now you have a beautiful Christmas card in some non-traditional Christmas colors. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and this was the Humble Home stamp set and die punch, and then the glitter paper, and so hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me.